Welcome guys! Today we will discuss the weekend trading and CME gap, because this week we had perfect example how it can play out for a really good trade. So, what is CME? CME is Chicago Mercantile Exchange, okay? It's where Bitcoin trades and during from Monday till Friday. It's like traditional stocks, and you can, like big investors, they are looking for exposure there, okay? They don't have to go to Bybit or other trading platforms. They will be using CME. So here are trading times. So it's working Monday till Friday Central Time. So when CME close and other trading exchanges as well, crypto has big advantage. You can trade it over weekend, okay? There are some specific things about weekend trading. Over weekend we have much more lower volume, and we are missing key market participants from bigger exchanges like CME. Okay, so it's like weekend trading. I call like a bungee rope trading, because usually, for example, you are falling on Saturday, and then on Sunday you are like retracing all of the move. It is very common to see retracement of the move after weekend. It's because you just want the real market volume on Monday, and market will be, there is really high chance market will retrace. It doesn't have to happen always, but it's you need to be aware of this, okay? Because some big traders and institutions, they don't even chart weekend trading, okay, like candles. So they will be just looking for Monday open, and close on Friday. So for them it's like and that's the reason why we are creating the gap, okay? So that's why what we will discuss today, what I mean, okay? So let's go here. You can find CME Bitcoin here. The symbol is BTC1, and the symbol, you click over here. Let's switch to 15 minutes. So here we are, okay. And now we will prepare another chart. Let's remove everything from here. Again, 15 minutes. Here we are, okay. This is the Bybit. So you can see we stopped trading over here in this region, which is the Friday close, and then when the market is opening on CME for the world, you are seeing a huge gap. The gap is from 33,000 to 36,000. This is really huge gap, and the bigger the gap you have, the chance of start to closing the gap or return to point where we closed is pretty high, okay? Sometimes you have really small gaps, like here. Look at this was really small gap, okay? You can see the gap here, pretty small again. It was just $1,500. So, and you can see the market was trading, but eventually you will close the gap, okay? You will close the gap, and it's just a matter of time. 90% of gaps will be closed in future, okay? But when you have really huge deviation like we had over here, $3,000, this is huge, okay? Why? There are reasons why you will close the gap sometimes, okay? And especially after such a deviation. For example, you had a lot of buyers here in US market, buying all week. And when they see the market is opening and they are in fat profits, of course they will start taking profits, okay? So it's caused by profit taking. It's also caused by short covering. Not shorts covering, but there will be new shorts shorting it, because they know based on gap trading, they have really good chance we will just close the gap, yeah. So those two forces will be pushing the price, okay? And sometimes when the gap is huge and the market is in super like bullish mode, for example, you don't have to even close it. It will push further, and it will cause a lot of shorts getting liquidated and covering. Okay, so but you just want to see the first reaction on when US market opens. Like, this was pretty clean reaction. And also, as we know, the weekend trading has low volume, and we reached a huge resistance over here. Okay, we can have a look what was there. I think it was monthly POG. Okay, I just need to look. Yeah, it was multiple things over here. Okay, is it here? First 29. Just need to compare. Okay, I need to go a bit back. Yeah, it was here. So yeah, we reached previous month point of control, which is very strong region. Okay, you just cannot break it so easily with low volume. So market just like go heavily down. Okay, and it coincided with the CME Gap opening, with US market opening for that. So it was really amazing short. Yeah. We also have daily here. I don't have all levels here. Or daily is here. Yeah, we have daily here. 1 month range POC here. So a lot of resistance area. Okay. So let's go over here. So you can see the market, the CME gap was reason why we just fall down. And there is good rule, like when you fall 50% to the closing of the gap, you can take first profit. Okay, and then when you close the gap, you usually have to really take full profit for you, and even go long, because when you close a gap, it's a pretty bullish signal. It's like market filled all of this void, all of the volume missing here, yeah, for US. So I usually, when I see gap closed, I'm buying as a scalper, because it's really good scalp. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't have to work, so you have to be careful when you close the gap if you don't continue down, if trend is very like strong. But when you see immediate bounce, you know you are doing the right thing. By the way, he was UK. CME was closed one day because it was holiday, but we had like pushed down, we closed the gap, and then we went up. So it's like a missing data. So this is the gap trading, and you see it was very profitable. So the bigger the gap, the better for you, and you have higher chances you will close the gap or just fall down. Okay. Sometimes when gap is even bigger, like $5,000 and more, it can even cause not just like not closing the gap first, but it will cause more pain in the market, because those traders selling, for example, they would be in heavy losses, and they would have to cover and close positions in heavy losses. So always check Friday close for Bitcoin. Okay, mark it on your chart where we closed, so you know how much you deviate from the price. Okay, and on Sunday night in my time, then you will be watching where you are opening and what's happening. It's so important, so you will not go against forces of the market. And yeah, it's connected just to weekend trading. Sometimes we see like Saturday up day and Sunday down day, so we don't even have gap, because the market will resolve the situation during the weekend already. So you like return to the point, yeah, where you just started. Weekend trading is very slow, and you have to like scalp less and take more stronger levels on weekend trading, based on my experience. And as I say, they usually switch. So one day of weekend is bullish and second is bearish. It's rarely 2 days in the row of the same direction. It usually like before we open CME on Sunday, the market starts to like magnet going to that CME gap to close it or just approach it. Yeah. So this was pretty amazing. Let's have a look if we have more gaps in our history. So this gap was made, and you can see we continue up because we squeezed the traders, but then we closed it. And you can see when you close the gap here, you had bounce of Okay, because a lot of traders took profit, their mission was complete. So the bounce was over here. Let's have a look how much was the bounce. 2.5%, 2.4%, which is a very, very good scalp. Okay, I'm looking only for bigger gaps. I am not looking for smaller ones. Okay, so you close the market here. You open the market, you continue down, but then you came to almost closed the gap. So you can see again it was working. You just sometimes have to take profit a bit sooner. You don't have to wait for exactly like to close it. Yeah, market might have to touch this point or doesn't have to. Yeah, let's go more. Little gap over here. This is just too little to check. Let's check more. Oh yes. You have huge gap here, and I think this gap is still open. Okay, so when you have such a huge gap, you should really mark this gap on your chart. Yeah, because when you close this, there will be reaction for scalp. Yes, this is not closed because it was the bad news, and we just continue down. So you can see not all gaps are closed. There is no, yeah, but they are more closed, like they are not closed. You can see over here, huge gap again, more than $4,000, and we just continued down because it was so bearish. We had a lot of bearish news here, I remember. So there are no even power in the market to close this gap. So you continued down a lot, but eventually you came and you can see here and here, you filled the void. You made some volume there, you retested the region which was like skipped. So in the end, it's all about trap traders, yeah, because those sudden jumps, they will catch a lot of people off guard, yeah. They will be in their positions in loss, so but they get their chance to escape. At least here it was. You can see here, that's why I say the first take profit is like 50% of the gap. It was like that. 50% of the gap was like closed, but then we continued down and then we pushed a bit more. Here gap was created, but yeah, this was nothing. This was pretty small gap. This was again quite small gap. How much was that? 60,000 to, yeah, more than $1,000. Pretty nice. So yeah, you can see in history, you should give market a bit of time to like continue maybe move, but eventually you will start closing it, and it was closed. And again, as you closed it, you see we continue down. We had down move of at least 1.3%, or if you measure it here, 1.37. Pretty good for scalp. And when you have a big bullish news, for example, or move, yeah, even there is no reason even to close the gap. So this one was skipped. You can see it was closed much later. Again, you continue to move up, and then you eventually closed it. Close here, little gap was closed. And when you close the gap, the uptrend started. Okay, so always be aware of it. It can give you pretty good trades. And you see each gap is a bit different, yeah. All of the situation different, but if you are aware of it, you can profit of it. You know, you see clearly here, we closed the gap and it was the final reason, and then we finally pushed up. Just market doesn't like gaps. Okay, small gap here, but almost closed. Yeah, it was closed fully later. Yeah, so that's all what I can say about the CME gaps. Okay, so market, and on Sunday I always mention it in our group, like how big gap is. So I will keep you informed, okay? So good luck with trading, and see you in the group. Bye bye.